You're watching the Battlefans Network.
The heroes are back. Being fucking balls. Pink and black. Coming live, the better fan, Chris and Dan, weekly rocking with you. We talk Messi, Boosie, Jordy, Lucho, the Fat Four, Tip and Cram, Noah, Ruiz, Fred. What more could you ask for? Tighten up and get ready, listen in on the pod. Solana and X in Espanol, just to even the odds. Breakdowns and gas bagging, join the tribe and just vibe. $3.99. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't hesitate, say what's up, go ahead and come in. No question about it, ready to get hurt in.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Heroes of Champs. Welcome everybody to episode number 467. Jesus Christ of the Bad Heroes Podcast. I'm your host, Derek, and alongside me is over to KBD. How are you doing, sir?
I'm ready to talk some Luchito tonight. Let's get some of this guy on the table.
Yeah, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Fridays are not what we do usually, but big news, right? So we figured we get on here and talk about it just for a second. So let's get to it. Chris, we just talked about it 2 nights ago. Players that we would want, players that we wouldn't want. I was not a fan of bringing Lucho back, but it's done. He's here. How you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling okay. I don't know how much the money is, right? I mean, apparently Luis Suarez agrees to re-sign. I don't know how much for. I hope not for a lot. I would anticipate it's not for a lot. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know. I mean, he's a big time player, so.
All right. Well, 2 reasons we're live. Obviously, big news. Luis Suarez is coming back. So we figured this is something we need to talk about, right? That's one thing. Second thing is we had a conversation about trying to do the baddies next week, right? The award show we do.
Yes.
And doing it with the live poll. I forgot who it was that suggested it. Might have been Ricky. I forgot. But shout out to whoever it was that suggested it. And since then, I had Will from MLS Moves kind of tell me how to do it. And I also had Matt from SoFlo Soccer, shout out to him, that also sent me a message explaining to me how to do it. So I figured, you know what? Let's do a quick short show, right? It's nothing long. It's a Friday night. We usually don't do Friday night shows. So we wanted to do something short just to talk about Luis Suarez. And we also wanted to test out this whole poll thing. So here we go. The first ever poll. I'm going to attempt to do it right now. Let's see if it works or not.
Try it up poll tonight, guys.
So, and it should be up. I don't know if you guys see it. I put for it to go up. You guys let me know if it's there. You guys vote, and then I'll see how it shows up on my side. And Chris, if you can, just remove that intro because that's making our show lag just a little bit. And then we're off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to talk. This is a big topic. I don't know how I feel about what the loaner's saying here. We're going to be signed as a backup. I mean, we're going to definitely talk about that.
And so far, from what I'm seeing in the poll, it doesn't tell me how many people have voted. All it tells me is a percent, and the percent that kind of leads the way. So it says 59%, 61% yes, 62% yes. Okay. So I guess I'll just get the winning result and the percentage. So again, these are
why don't you just say the number at the end? At the end of our time.
I'll leave it up so far.
So it shows, apparently on their side, it does show how many people have voted. So
okay. So again, this is a test run, so we'll get it smooth by the time our award show comes around. So I'll just leave that up there for everybody getting on. So Luis Suarez, gonna be the best backup in the league if he is the backup. Now I'm okay with this. Again, I'm not a fan. I'm not. But if he is a backup, I think it's okay. I think it's okay because he is going to be the best backup in the league. My worry is that he's going to be a starter. And if he's a starter, the production from 24 to 25, there was an obvious dip, right? The IQ is still there, but he's just not performing where he was the year before. Are you going to tell me that he's going to perform better the next year? Like, I think that there's a decline happening. And if you make him a starter for another full season, I think the decline is just going to continue.
I mean, I see here, for example, 2024, in the MLS regular season, by the way. He started 21 games and he had 20 goals and 9 assists, 29 goal contributions, right? Then he starts 27 games this year, 6 more than the last, and he has 10 goals, which is half of what he produced last year, and 11 assists. So he had 2 more assists than he produced last year, 21 total goals and assists to help the team. Now, obviously, he's a striker. The expectancy is you're going to give me more goals and assists. I mean, I understand what everybody's saying as far as he's a good backup, but unless he's signing a super duper cheap contract, I don't see him being a backup. This is Luis Suarez we're talking about here, guys. I don't see him being a backup.
All right, I'm going to end this poll right now. It's a 58% yes. So 58% of people are happy that he's coming back. All right, so I'm going to end the poll there. And I'm going to put a new poll because I'm 58% said yes, which is okay. But now,
today.
Dude.
So then I go ahead and put that poll up. So again, I'll just reiterate here. He had less goals this year, more assists by 2, more goals last year by double. Okay. So there is a huge difference in terms of his performance. But he did contribute, Danny.
Well, like, no, I know he contributed. Look,
can't take that away from him.
And a lot of people said that they're happy that he's coming back. 58% of the people that were on at the time, I believe 55 people got to vote, said that they're happy. So now I'm curious, out of those 58 or 55% or 58%, are they just happy and because they're hoping that he's a backup? Because I just put, do you want Suarez to be a starter? And so far it says 89% say no. I got some news for you for those 58% that said yes. I have a feeling that he's going to be a starter next year. And I'm not sure how I feel about him being a starter. Because if you're telling me he's going to come in to be the best backup in the league, I bet, best backup in the league. But if he's a starter, I'm telling you, what common sense tells me there was a drop-off from 24 to 25, and I don't think all of a sudden he's going to pick it up. I think that he can have a productive season if he's not playing every week, right? If he's playing every 15 minutes every week or 20 minutes every week. But if you tell me he's going to run – because he was running out there 90 minutes a game. If he's out there 90 minutes a game for another 50 games a year, I'm telling you, his production is going to keep dipping. His form is going to keep dipping. Now, if he's a backup, okay, that's fine. But my worry is that he won't be a backup and he's going to start. And that's what has me worried.
Jovic this year had 18 goals. Do you think he had a good season?
Yeah, sure.
He had 18 goals and 2 assists,
much.
20 contributions.
For a team that's
20 contributions.
Barely anything. Right.
Martinez from NYCFC had 17 goals and 2 assists. Right. Less contributions than Luis Suarez had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Brian White had 16 goals and 1 assist. Less contributions than what Luis Suarez has. Like, you guys think, okay, he's going to sit the pine. Who's he going to be sitting the pine for?
I know. I heard that there's a Miguel Borja rumor floating around there. I don't think Miguel Borja should come, and especially with the relationship between him and Suarez, like they don't like each other.
Yeah,
I just cannot see.
Just bring somebody that he definitely doesn't like.
Right. So I cannot imagine. Could you imagine the way Suarez was with Fafa? It'll be that much worse with Borja. I don't see that happening. So no, I'm not ecstatic. If he's the backup, okay, that's fine, I guess. But him playing 90 minutes for a full season, I think would be a horrible idea. And hopefully that he can learn to behave himself, because if he keeps being a petulant child on the pitch, doing silly things like spitting on people and donkey kicking people, then I really don't want him.
Well, and Pepto-Bismol Guardiola is saying, you guys never look at the context. He's not performing well as a striker, even as a creator. Check his goals per 90 and XA per 90 versus other MLS players. Okay, that's fair, right? But again, what and who is going to come in and have that link-up play with the best player on the team? Like, You guys are thinking that Tadeo Allende is going to be the answer, but last time I checked, Silvetti looks more comfortable playing with Messi than Allende does.
Uh, and another thing is, I don't know if Messi's going to be like. I know that it worked out in the playoffs, and I would love for them to stick with the same formation that they had in the playoffs. Messi, the false nine, the speedy wingers. That's great. Are they going to stick
And
to
then
that?
don't
I
even
would
need
hope
the
so because it
striker.
worked. And you don't even use a strike. You use Messi as a false nine. That would be great. I just don't know if they're going to go that route. But I think that would be great if they did.
I think
But that's the only way it makes sense to me.
I think with the way that things are being structured right now, with Segovia possibly staying and maybe playing the 10, and you got Baltasar on the left, you got Silvetti, or you got Baltasar in the middle, Silvetti on the left, Allende on the right. If he decides to stay, then things can be good from that perspective. So
yeah, and Allende is not for sure. No, and the more time that passes, the more I'm doubting it because the money that they're requesting for him, the way the MLS salary kind of works out, the transfer fee that you pay for him, it has to be spread out within the contract. So let's say he signs for 3, 4, 5 years, the transfer fee gets split up within that time. So depending on how much it is, that contract that you pay yearly would end up being a DP contract. And I'm sorry, I don't care what you think about those 6 games that he played in the playoffs. Allende cannot get a DP contract. He is not a DP type of player. And honestly, Suarez, if he comes back and he's coming off the bench, it can't be for a TAM deal either. A TAM deal is for somebody that is a difference maker all the time. You cannot tell me that Suarez is a difference maker all the time when everybody was happy that he didn't get on the pitch in the final. If you're playing the most important game of the season and people look at you, coaches and fans alike, and they say, this player cannot get on the pitch right now because he could cost us the game, I am sorry, you do not deserve a TAM contract. You definitely deserve whatever the highest regular salaries for a regular player, that's fine. But a TAM deal, that is reserved to playmakers or players that can contribute to winning. And in the biggest game of the season, they looked at him and they said, you might cost us the game. You cannot get on the pitch. I am sorry. That means that you do not deserve a TAM deal. If you want to stay here because you want to hang out with Messi and you're okay coming off the bench for 10, 15 minutes as a super sub, fine. Have at it. Behave yourself. Be a professional. And let's have a good year. But if you're looking for a TAM deal or if you're looking to start, I'm not with it.
And again, I think if he gets paid chump change and plays off the bench, fantastic. I think that he's going to be the starter, and I think he's going to make some chunky money. And I think that there isn't going to be a better option. Okay, let me take that back. Maybe there is a younger, more equivalent option, but I don't think that in terms of the link-up play and the way that this team is set up, I don't think it's a smart idea to put him on the bench at this point in time.
And shout out to Tati. Yes, I know that the name carries a lot of weight, and the fact that he's friends with Messi also. I honestly don't think if he wasn't best buddies with Messi, I don't think that he would be on the team anymore.
No way.
But yeah. Well, again, this was Friday night. This was a quick. We wanted to just talk about this because to me it is big news. He's off his way. He's heading to India to do the Messi India tour along with DePaul. So that tells you alone, right? Messi, DePaul, and Suarez are traveling through India together. That tells you how close he is to Messi, and that's why he's coming back. So, that's fine. They can have fun in India together. I just hope that Suarez isn't coming for big money, and I hope that he's okay being on the bench because otherwise I'm disappointed at this move. But we'll see. We have to wait to see how this kind of plans out. But he will be here for 2026. So let's see how that all pans out. And thank you for those that jumped on live. We didn't promote it. We didn't do anything. I was hoping that we just had a handful of people so we could kind of test out the whole poll thing. And we ended up having over 120
plus strong.
So shout out to you guys. I hope that's because you guys had the bell notification. You guys are awesome. And again, this was a quick hitter. We weren't here for a good long time, just a good time. Chris, any final words?
I love you, soccer daddy.
And shout out to Lona. That's what I was hoping. And if you're watching this later on, you don't have your notifications on, make sure you turn on those notifications in case we just randomly throw that in. Rico, how about all other players, Danny? What other players?
No, that's a teaser. That's a teaser for next episode.
No, we could talk. We considered just waiting till Monday because we were just gonna get like a big episode or just get all the players, all the news, and then just kind of do our regular Monday show. But it was like, you know what, this is a Luis Suarez. This is a big topic, I think. So we jumped on here. We said 10 minutes. We've gone 15. But we also took the chance to kind of test out the poll. So shout out to you guys. Season review, Danny Conley. We're gonna have a season review. We're gonna have an award show. We're gonna have guests on. We got things coming. So shout out to you guys and appreciate you guys jumping on short notice.
Packed and planned.
Yeah, and look out for the Battered MLS Fan show also. If you haven't already subscribed to that, we're planning some things for that show also. So again, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you're listening on audio, 5 stars and a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe, and have a nice weekend, because Friday nights are weird for us, but it was cool. It was cool coming in and out, hanging out with you guys for a little bit. Enjoy your Friday night, and until the next one, have a good one.